All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Today is Friday, May 29th. We're about to get started just a couple minutes over here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Elton. I go live every single day whenever the stock market is open, which is Monday through Friday. It's 5:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time all the way to 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm not sure whatever time zone you're in. So make sure you tune into to between those times in Pacific Standard Time. But if you're new, welcome. They trade live again Monday through Friday at 5:55 a.m. through 7:30. I do my pre-analysis on all the stocks that are moving pre-market with my ThinkorSwim scanner, and yeah, that's really about it. And they just watch me trade. So there's a good I believe there's 30 hours of live content already, so I have a huge playlist. So if you want to watch previous lives, go ahead and click on the playlist of Day Trading Live playlist, and then you go to watch yourself 30 hours of momentum of stocks that have moved up 200%, 60%, 100%. And so check out the playlist down below. So if you're not new, welcome back again to the channel. And again, like I said, we're gonna get started now in just a couple of seconds over here, and then start analyzing these stocks that are moving pre-market. All right. All right, so I'm gonna transition this over here and get started, and boom, let's go. Okay, so first and foremost, we have Party City. Party City, I was just analyzing it right now, and I have my two alerts. One's at $1.80, and then my confirmation one's at $1.93. And if it crashes or if it sells off, then I have my second my alert if it sells off at $1.60. I already have my support and resistance. I had a resistance at $2 and then support at $1. So one whole dollar spread range trading right there. And the reason Party City it's moving is because it has some news about a support agreement with bondholders. um so what they do is they uh yeah, let's just look it over here. There's a bunch of stuff over here to kind of break it down to you guys. So they announced a support agreement with bondholders holding over $440 million of its bonds. And what that does is basically helps the company. It's just helping the company stay alive right now. um, that's what's driving the price all the way up. So again, it's a $450 million bond hold agreement. So again, to me, this doesn't even look like a momentum. I think it's gonna be crashing. So I'm looking more at the option side of it. But again, if it does make a move, it's I already have my alerts and right there. Next, I have TBLT. There's no news for it pre-market, so it's really tough for it to really tough for you for us to determine why it's selling off like it is. So I'm just gonna create. I don't have any support or resistance, so I'm just gonna start creating that, and based on. So as you can see, we have some resistance over here at $3, Well, that's too high because the price of this stock it's at 86 cents, 87 cents pre-market. So I have to create something lower. So we have a support over here at $1.60. That's still pretty high. So I have to go in to the next time frame for me to truly find out if there's anything. And with this stock, it just looks like it's really tough to determine where there's support or resistance at, because again the stock has not been this low since back in April 14th. So it's going to be really hard to determine where there's any support or resistance at all whatsoever. So we can truly say that the closest resistance is at $1.30, and then support, it truly doesn't have any support. And then I'm looking at the news over here, there's no news at all whatsoever. So it's not TBLT doesn't really help out at all. Next we have HTBX, which I think is Hotbox, right? Or Heat Biologics. No, never mind. Heat Biologics. I have an alert for it at $1.21. It's close to. We have some resistance right there at $1.20, and then support over here at 70 cents. It's selling off news. So it looks like they have they present positive survival benefits for his H10 in combination with, so it's a phase 2 clinical trial. So something about they're presenting something in their annual meeting for phase 2, it looks like, and I'm not sure why that's bad news for it and why it's selling off like that. So if we were to expect anything, then I would create, if it wants to continue selling off, then I'm gonna set an alert over here at less than $1. So I'm gonna set 98 cents at or below. If it wants to continue selling off and it wants to make a reversal, then I'm gonna set an alert at $1.02. 102, and then confirmation, meaning that if it wants to continue moving, then it's going to be at $1.07. Those are my alerts right there for Heat Biologics, ADAP. ADAP. Here we go. So ADAP. They confirm a complete response with patient with liver cancer in phase 1 trial. So it looks like the trial, and it looks like it was a new. It looks like they have positive news for their first trial, and then are heading over to phase 2. So that's what's driving the price from previous day close 486, and now it's at $12 pre-market. This can be a huge sell-off for this stock, and so it's gonna, if it wants to continue selling off, I'm gonna set alert at $1.60. $1.60 or less, and then if it wants to make a reversal, then we're gonna head over to $11. and then confirmations could be at 1160 on 1163. So for support and resistance, it looks like I've been looking at it in the past since I have some resistance and support over here, but let's take a deeper look. Yeah, so these don't even matter anymore, so I have to remove these and basically create some new ones. All right, so let's remove this one. It's really hard to tell from there, so let's go to 3 years. Here we go. All right, so we have some support over here at 930. We have some resistance over here at $14. So we have to look at this section over here, since this is where most trades, we have a reversal that happened here. So 820, 830, and we have another resistance right here at 1150. So from there we'll see which direction it heads. See 1150, it went up to $12, and then it reversed from there. And yeah, all right. MARK has been popping up in the books for a little bit now. Yeah, it's over here in the list multiple times, so I'm not even really bothered to like even try it or even look at it anymore. Lunkin Coffee, I lost some money on Lunkin Coffee thinking it was gonna make a reversal a couple days ago, and it didn't. SNOA, previous day closed $5, it's up 15 now. We have some news for it, so looks like disinfectant gets Australian register of third period goods approval. So I don't know what that means. They received approval for their nanosyn disinfectant and sanitizer, which is manufactured by Sonoma, to be entered into the Australian Register of Therapeutic Goods for the use against the new coronavirus. Claims that the disinfectant has a virucidal effect must be expressly permitted by the Australian goods before being used in consumer advertising, including the label in Australia. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like it's a disinfectant that needs to get approved in Australia. So, and it's very, it looks like it's very strong against the coronavirus. So this stock is gonna be hard to, actually no, it's not. So let's remove all these. Looks like I've traded in the past, maybe in 2018. All right, let's check it out. Yeah, so as you can see, a little bit too expensive. So let's go with the 1 year. And 1 year it's below the price. So I have to definitely do the and can't see anything at all. I'll have to readjust this. Price axis, studies. Boom, there we go. Something better. All right, so the stock is around $15. All right, so around $15, we see some support or resistance over here around $21, 21.50 looks like. Support over here at 15, but if it wants to sell off, and then it's gonna do something completely different, so I have to head over to support, and then support. You can see some support over here. At $12. Well, so it'll be really hard to determine how this is gonna play out, since again the price it's extremely high, already pre-market. If anything, then I'm gonna set an alert over here at 13.50 or less if it wants to sell off. And if it wants to make a move, then we're gonna get up to 14.90 for an alert. And then pre-market high of day of 15.49, so I'm gonna say 15.50 if anything. So today is a Friday. Friday, usually the stocks are, again, they're already, the prices are already high, they're reaching their highest, so the companies want to make the most money, especially this week. It was a short week, so companies just want to put out the news today, the last day, to drive the price of the stock up like crazy. And again, because the week was short, a lot of these, I'm seeing a lot of these stocks are the prices are like almost double from the previous day close. So that's what's going to be driving a lot of the prices up. And of course, we have to keep an eye on the demand, aka the volume. So we'll see how that is today with the stocks that are doubled from yesterday's market close. So again, we just have to analyze them. And again, today's Friday, so a lot of these prices, I'm almost expecting them on every single Friday to be up higher than the yesterday's close or Thursday's close. Because again, every Friday stocks prices are always higher than the previous day. And so let's see how some of these stocks play out. Next we have JNUS. JNUS, I had my watches yesterday. There's no news today, and it's looking already very choppy, so I'm not even gonna bother. It was a good play for yesterday, but of course it happened later on in the day, kind of like midday, around 8:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Next we have NAK. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think that's this part of it. Northern Dynasty EPA expresses confidence in payable permitting, opting to not elevate approval decision. I don't know what that means. So let's read it out real quick. Oh, so they sent a letter to the Environmental Protection Agency. I don't know. Doesn't look interesting to me, but all I care about is the stock. So let me analyze this stock. So I have multiple points over here, as you can tell, are on $1, and we have this huge gap over here. So over here, $1.20 is a resistance, and then support. I mean, that's gonna be resistance right there because it's below $1.14, and we have another resistance over here at $1.51. And then for support wise, see a lot of points getting hit over here, almost close to 80 cents. There it is. Boom. So $1.20 now to $1.50. And if it gets past that $1.50, let me create that other resistance. So I have it right here at $1.80. Of course, there's a big one up here at 220. Looks like there it is. Those are all the support and resistances. So right now it's trading at $1.40. So for the alerts, I create an alert at $1.43. So $1.43. And then confirmation, so it could be at $1.49 if it gets. Actually, we'll do it, make it $1.50, 1 cent above its pre-market high. And if it wants to sell off, then we'll set it up to be over here at $1.35 or less, which is close to being there right now. So $1.35. So there you go. So those are the alerts there. Next we have AMC Theaters. AMC Theaters, no news since since Wednesday. Hertz popped up over here, has a high volume. Right here we have CIDM. Average volume is 4.2. Pre-market is already at 1.1. Any news for it? It looks like they acquired North American rights to the inspirational film Everyday Miracles. I don't know what that means. They got the rights for a movie, I guess. No terms. I don't know what movie that is. I meant to say I don't know what that means. I meant to say I don't know what that movie is. But I have some support right there. I have some resistance over here at $1.60, and another one right here at $2. Pre-market it's already at 103, so it's still a little bit lower. So and I have some support over here at $1, looks like, and then another one right here close to 60 cents. So from there we'll see how it goes. So it's above $1 right now. So the next closest thing, it's $1.20 for resistance. So this one's gonna be a good watcher since the volume's already getting up there pre-market, and I don't know what that movie is about asking for the rights. So let's see, ATOV and RBM, AIM, nothing. So I'm just gonna move through these quickly because all these have less than 500 or less in volume, so they're not going to be moving so much. If they are moving like crazy, then the volume should be there, but otherwise then we should see if they should be moving at all or not. So nothing at all. So I'm gonna add my stocks to the watch list. So Party City, TBLT can make it a reversal, but there's no news for it on why it's selling off, so that's truly weird. Ooh, Fio, I skipped this one. What? The Fio announces positive in vivo data on use compounds showing strong anti-murmur activity. Okay, that's some strong news right there. Let's check it out. 1 year. So it's trading right now around $6. It's trading over here. So as you can see, we have a gap that it just got filled. So high of 340. So this is 666. Boom, and we have another gap over here. High of 880 and then low of 1040. Come on. There it is. So there we have the support and resistance. This is some pretty good news for this pharmaceutical. So it looks like all the news for pharmaceuticals are the ones that are moving. Bio, heat, HTBX, ADP is already overpriced. Lincoln Coffee, I don't care. GNUS, I don't care too much for it. SNOA, yes. This is Sonoma. NAK, yes. And CIDM. So NAK and CIDM. Boom. So these are watches right here. So we have a good 10 minutes left for this for pre-market. So I still have to analyze this FHIO. So let's also already analyze it with the support and resistance. So alert, if it wants to continue selling off, it's going to be below $4, below $5, I mean. And if it wants to continue moving up, I'm going to start on low over here, 571. It's fine. And then confirmation close to $6. 601, that's fine. So from there, we'll see how it goes. The price is a little bit too high for me, but we'll see how they all are. So we have our, let me put up this right here. So we have our level 2 over here on our right, on the bottom right, and then we have our scanner right here on the left. So 10 minutes to pre-market. So we'll just keep an eye on some of these stocks, and then I'm just gonna add these stocks to the YouTube list right here. Alright, so I'm just gonna watch some of my option watchers over here and see how they're doing. Hertz being a strong volume. Stone sold off like crazy. CLRY. Enter. And remove the news. There it is. The TLRY still hasn't passed that 615. British Airways pen and it's $1.30, so it couldn't pass that. It wasn't pen, it was, what's the other one that's on the 30s? Another one, oh, STNE can't pass 34 cents. So now we got some resistance over here at 32. So huge gap. Let's look at its history. Does it fill the gaps below? 3 years. So yeah, so we have a huge gap over here where it gapped up. As you can see, it came back, but eventually filled this gap over here, and then created a new gap. So over here, if that one got filled, so let's see, so there's a gap below too, so this gap eventually got filled as well. So just looking at this gap is down. It almost filled it up. It was just short a couple dollars there, but it wasn't. This resistance at $34 was really strong, so from there it sold off. So it was a huge gap up, couldn't fill this gap below or this down gap, so then it created a new gap. And as you can see, we have multiple gaps over here too, so it definitely looks like based on this, looks like every time there's a gap up, there's a green day, then there's a red day, then there's multiple green days, and it's back there in the history as well, back over here. So as you can see, we had a gap up to 2 red days, but then that third day is a green day. So I should be expecting a green day on STNE, but then also filling this gap later on. So this could be a good potential put, but I have to wait for confirmation today and see how it does today. So for it, I'm gonna set an alert. Oh, it's already down there actually, around $29. So it's already down here. It's 29 what? 29.32. So it's 29.32. So it's over here already. So as you can see, it's already filling this gap below. So but again, I'm expecting a green day for it. So like we just saw right there, there was the third day is gonna be green, so I'm expecting for probably to hit the 30s or something. So we can put for today, it could be a call, but eventually once it reaches the peak, then we can put a put, which means putting a put will mean to for it to like sell off and then fill the gap below. So STNE, let's look at the prices of these. That's the 30-day call. Oh, not gonna be cheap. Puts are cheaper than the calls. So this one's gonna be interesting. Two options. STNE. Alright, so let's see. Where's the let's see how 30 this is May 29th. I'm looking for June 5th. Let me see here. $31 call. Not a lot of volume there. Let's do 30. Not a lot of volume there either. Party City at or below. There it goes. Let's watch our stocks over here. ST&E at a high of $1.40 for a put. Where's our puts? Right here. Party CD below $1.50. Alright, so let's see. Party CD and HTBX just hit an alert above $1. So I want to look at ST&E to see how it's doing. So open up at 30. So let's check out the $29 put. 95 cents right now. NAK at or below. Okay, so SNOA. This thing blasted up. So huge price movement from it. I'm getting all these alerts. So both pharmaceuticals, SNOA and FIO are moving like crazy. So let's look at this real quick. So there it goes, FIO and then SNOA again. Right? SNOA is already overly priced. FIO already making a move. So huge move right there. Open at 527. So it's already up a good 15%. Party City, where is it at? $1.47. So there it goes, FIO selling off. There's a lot of selling pressure popping up. Just looking at the level 2 over here, it looks like there's a lot of shares being getting rid of. We see the big numbers over here on the supply side. All right, Party City. Trying to get below $1.38. Below $1.38. So FIO selling off, CIDM making a reversal, just a big watch that I want to watch, and of course SNOA, huge sell-off right there. Again, it was already over the price. Like I said, Friday is usually dangerous, but now I'm looking at Party City, BRTY, for the $1 put. This is July, no, not July. $619 here. Here we go. So this one's the one that I'm watching. Party City $1.42. All right, so Party City, I just needed to come down below $1.37. Now, down 5 cents. A lot of sellers over here, and this means the price could be coming up on Party City. It's down 5. GMBL moving again. This was a huge move yesterday. Yeah, yesterday made a huge move and it's still moving up. Yesterday was around $4, now it's around 6. So again, it's Friday, so like I said, a lot of these stocks are going to be moving like crazy. We just saw with who was it? Where's it at? Where's our, oh, SNOA. SNOA was a huge mover, but look at this huge sell-off right away. In just 1 minute, it went from 15 down to $13. So always, that can always happen. Party City, I'm just waiting for it to just continue selling off. There's a lot of resistance right here at $1.45, but just wanted to like sell it off. Let me see the level 2. There's some buyers coming up over here, but we need if there's too many buyers, and then the supply is not there, then the price is going to be coming down because the demand is too greater. But then if the sellers start stepping up, and then we know that the demand is there, then this price is going to be getting pushed up. So I set my alert at $1.37 to see how it goes. If it comes below that, so HTBX at or above $1.07, it's at $1.06 right here. Yeah, so with Party City, I got a little bit late with the options of it, but it's perfectly fine. But again, now you see the level on the seller side. There's some people getting rid of their shares, so again, that's gonna bring the supply down, and demand is going to drive the price up. And there it is. The price is going to get pushed up right now. I know it wants to continue selling out. Okay, there you go. Please sell off, sell off, sell off. So that way we can drive this price up over here. If it comes below $1.37, that's good news for me. So needed to drop below $1.37. Once it does that, so there's a lot of 20 cents over here. I think I got in at 18 cents. No, I got in at 20. So a little bit late right there when I could have gone over here at 15. Or it came down to a low as 1 cent, but it was a quick, this was a quick, what's this? Oh, this is a 5 minute. That's not even the 1 minute. Yeah, so at 50 cents, I wish I could have gotten there at 15 cents. But I did not. Let's look at the 5 minute. Ooh, the 5 minute looks beautiful. So yeah, if it comes below this, this right here, $1.39, which it's not getting, nothing's letting it past it. So yeah, if it comes below this $1.39, then this thing's gonna be continue selling off. So in the 5 minute, it looks like an amazing setup, but the volume for some reason is still holding it there. Today's volume's already at 20 million, daily average 11, but I just need this 5 minute bar to close down below $1.39. If it does that, then good news for me, and then everyone who thinks, whoever else who's thinking that Party City is going to be coming down with its options. So SNOA back again. We can see that the 14 looks like it came back trading, but then it got halted once again. This one looks like it's it moved big today, SMLP, but there's no reason for it. AGE as well. Yeah, so Party City won't drop below $1.40. Yeah, it's just not getting let. Nothing's letting it come down below $1.40. And then just looking at the level 2, it's just the demand is there, the supply, the sellers want to bring, there it goes, so 204. So a seller's trying to cut down the price to bring the price up again. Oh, there it is. So the pressure, come on, continue going down, continue going down. So if it continues selling off, better for me. So continue going down to $1.30, $1.38, still hanging there. Yeah, that $1.40 won't it won't come down from that $1.40. Yeah, so now it's hanging at above $1.38. But Airta did its huge sell-off, so I got in just a little bit late on it. But if it gets below $1.35, that would be truly amazing. Yeah, it's all $1.30. That's why I'm gonna set the new alert at or below $1.30. So come on, come on. Continue coming down. There's already a penny stock, so all right, we'll see how that goes. But for stocks, AGE moving. Any news for it? Yeah, it looks like it had some news today. They engineered for an immune protected cell therapy. Against type 1 diabetes. So yeah, that's a really good news right there. Pretty good amount of volume already. Daily average 73,000. Today's volume is already 345. Again, it's really hard to tell when these stocks pop up, because look at the volume, 345,000. That's nothing. So that's really tough to determine when, like, there's no pre-market volume, so there's nothing that I will, in my perspective, will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this stock because it's gonna go up a good 30%. Because again, look, just the volume is just not there at all. So Party City just one drop below $1.35. Now it's making a reversal. GMBL, this is the gaming or the EA Sports Entertainment. Any news for today? No news today. A huge move maybe yesterday, looks like. Nope, nothing either. So the only thing I'm hoping for is just Party City just to continue selling off below $1.30. Again, the price of all these stocks are going to be already pretty high. From our watch list, we had a lot of alerts that popped up over here. Everything at above this, below that. So now it comes to playing the patience game. So SNOA making another move again, back at $15. Let's check it out. So it's hit a high of 16. So now we have the next resistance. It's at $20. So huge movement. Then it sold off. We see this huge red or green bar right here got halted. Surprisingly, it didn't continue selling off. Ooh, Party City, $1.33. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, keep them coming down. Keep them coming down. There it goes, $1.32. Come on, come on. Come on, get below $1.30. So SNOA, yeah, SNOA, it looks very, it's a high risk stock. We can see these huge long bars, especially this one too. It's very scary for it to happen, so it could sell off like crazy all over again. GMBL or esports from 5 all the way up to $7. Yeah, this one popped up a couple days ago, I believe. Yesterday, popped up yesterday. Yesterday it made us a pretty good move yesterday, but it's continuing now. It went up to a high of $7, and then now it just sold off. It gets below, if it gets below 660, and then it's going to continue selling off right now. 663, 65. Yeah, if it gets below 660, again, it's just going to continue selling off. Let me check out ST&E. ST&E back to the 30, like I analyzed the pre-market. Excuse me. So how I analyze the pre-market is every time there's a gap up, there was a red day, green day, red day, but then the third day was a green day. So like I had said, it was gonna reach up to, it's gonna get up probably to like the resistance of $32. So it's gonna have a green day, but it's gonna be selling off afterwards. So we just have to keep an eye on that. Party City just won't come down below $1.32, but hopefully it does soon when it reaches up $1.30 or less. So I have my alert at $1.30. So keep them coming down, baby. Keep them coming down. If it gets below $1.30, then it should be good. So still very crazy move from SNOA. It's huge move, and then if you see this green bar, let's say you get in like right, what was one of the alerts I had set up for STNE or SNOA at 1350? What was it, at or below 1350, and then above 1490? So let's say you get in right here at 1490, you're like, okay, 1490, maybe even $15. Then you see this huge green bar, you're like, oh crap, I'm down 15%. And then out of nowhere, it just luckily makes a reversal, because it got halted over here. If there's a halt, then you see a green bar, then I'm expecting for it to continue selling off. But it's up from that point. You would have been up at 18%. And here we go with Party City at $1.32. Hit that $1.30. Come on, There you go. There you go. So $1.32. There's some type of support right there that just won't let it budge and then continue selling off. $1.31. Look at the level 2. So there it is at $1.30. So this should be getting pushed up now for it to come down to $1, but it's not happening. Why not? Just the volume's not there for this put for it to reach $1. Maybe everyone was maybe at $1.50 and then just making their profits right now. So SNOA at 1792, it got halted once again. So that's already 2 halts. So we had one over here and then another one over here. So again, I was talking about it yesterday. If a stock has multiple halts throughout the day, then it's going to be extremely dangerous, because it could be selling off. It could sell off like crazy, and then look the way I'm looking at SNOA, the sell-off could be really bad. So we truly have to truly a lot of risk with SNOA. Yeah, it's making a big move, went from 13 to 17 for a $4 gain, but depending on your entry point, again, there's those halts are very scary because they are potential dangerous trades right there. GMBL, high of $7, and then now it's around $6.50. But it just SNOA, very dangerous stock. Party City won't come down below $1.30. Once it does, then this put should be going up, but it just keeps on fluctuating back and forth between 15 and 20, 15 and 20, 15 and 20 cents. So hopefully Party City doesn't make a reversal on this. So kind of a slow Friday. Yeah, I know. I see SNOA making a big move, but like I said, the prices are already way too high for some of these stocks. And Party City pushing up again to $1.40, which is not good. SNOA halted again, like I mentioned. So let's change this to see what's trending, the trending stocks. So there it is, SNOA again, continue just selling off like crazy. Huge green red bars. It's just like, again, like I said, it's a huge risker with SNOA, especially getting halted. We just don't know which direction it's going to be heading, since it's making big moves in the downside, making big moves in the upside. So there it goes, from $17.92 to $19. So there he goes. You see, it's just huge green bar, huge red bar, huge green bar, huge red bar for SNOA. So it's just it's a low float stock, since it's making those big moves, and it's just crazy to watch. So I'm leaving right there. I don't even want to put another stock. I want you guys to see how much of a risk it is to trade this stock right here, since it's uh it's just fluctuating in price like crazy. So there it goes. As you can see, continue selling off. So now we got two, and now we got the confirmation that's going to continue selling off. We just have to wait for the third confirmation that's going to continue. But this bar right here, it's just probably sellers trying to cover some. Uh, but it's going to continue selling off once it gets below 1650 over here for SNOA. Party City, try to make a reversal, but I think it's going to stay above the $30s. I don't think it's going to get below $1 for today, but we still have some time for it to come down. So I'm gonna set another alert, maybe at $1.27 for Party City if it wants to come down. So there it goes, SNOA below 1660, and it got halted again. So that's 3 halts. We had a halt right here. We had a halt right here. We got another halt right there. Then at 1792, there was another halt right here. And now that's the 4th halt. So the more halts a stock has, again, the more dangerous it is. So that's 4 halts for SNOA. So now it's gonna just continue selling off for the rest of the day. HTBX, very slow mover for today. It sold off, but then it made a reversal here, but just very slow mover. AGE, yeah. Huge spike. Again, low volume. It was around 300,000 earlier, 345,000, and now it's at 1.2 million. But it looks like it got halted over here. So again, same thing like with SNOA. Every time there's a halt, you have to watch out for it, and then because it could be selling off once again. All right, so AGE making continue coming up, but again we have a halt that happened over here. So we just have to see how it behaves. It looks like it got another halt right now. Yep, so that's 2 halts. So now again we just have to keep an eye on the downside for those halts to come back. So there was a halt right here, then we have 2 halts. So now we just have to watch out for it to just sell off. Yeah, so we're just waiting for that sell off to happen, and it should be coming down like that, but keep an eye on it. So we'll see how that goes. Party City at $1.33. I'm waiting for it to come down to $1.20, below $1.27, or get below $1.30 once again. But it just doesn't want to budge in. There you go. So we just have to keep an eye on those 2 alerts right there from Party City. Again, both Gamble, I'll put it right here, GMBL was making a move from yesterday, and it's continuing to today. Again, it's Friday, so that's perfectly normal. SNOA, huge sell-off, another halt, and then we'll see if it continues selling off. AGE, I'll just keep it right here too, that way we can see how it behaves. All right, so there it is. AGE come back again, and then selling off, like I had mentioned. Just multiple halts, just determine that sell off. Let's check out the level 2. There should be more buyers than sellers. So there it is. The demand is too greater, the supply is just too low, but then once we reconciliate right there, so the sellers are stepping in to like continue driving the price. Gamble hit a high of $8, and then AGE, SNOA coming back again. Wants to make a reversal. We'll see how strong that reversal is. But a lot of stocks are just very dangerous today. Just a lot of halts too. And they're not circuit halts. They're just stock mover halts. Like the SE is just stopping them from being traded, because they're making too big of a moves, both in the upside and the downside. So again, if AGE gets below $1.58, then it's going to continue selling off, but it should be throughout the rest of the day, because again they had multiple halts. So there it goes, $1.59, $1.57. So as you can see, the spread is just way too big. So let's look at that too. So it's a 1 cent spread right now, but whenever it makes a big moves, we can probably see like a good, I would say, 7 cent spread. So yeah, so there it is. So now it's 1 cent, and it just sells off, and it's like it goes back to like 7 cent spread. So the spread is basically the difference between the buying and the asking price. Party CD back into $1.40, so making a reversal, which is not good from my end, but we'll see how it goes, if it's strong enough. So bounced off from the, what is it, the 20 SMA. Yeah, so it's a weak trend. It's not too strong. If we bounce up from the 50, then I'll definitely be more scared, but otherwise it's not. But let's just keep an eye on AGE over here, and on the right side is just I have the pricing for the put, the $1 put that I put uh for Party City. So the lower the price, the closer it gets to $1, then the higher this goes. But right now it's just coming back to $1.40, which is not good. Daily average volume is 11 million. It's already at 30 million for today. So it's still a long way to go for the day. So we'll see if it wants to sell off or what's going to happen. But I'm gonna put AGE so that way you guys are able to see the moves that this is making right here. Oh, and then let me check out STNE. It's supposed to reach like a 30, reach 31. Okay. Again, still a long day to go. It's still, the day is still early, so we'll see if it makes a reversal and continues up to like maybe even $32. But looking at this right here, like I told you guys, it's gonna be a green day. I don't know how it's gonna look, if it's gonna be above this, it's gonna reach $34 or not, but no matter what, it was gonna be a green day, and then it's gonna continue selling off just like it did over here. That third day after it gapped up, it was a green day, but then eventually it was range trading and then sold off, that it filled this gap over here. So that's what I'm kind of expecting. I can't guarantee it, but that's something that I'm expecting, and so far it is correlating, and the day is still early, so we'll see how that behaves there. So going back to AGE, So there it goes. AGE, like I mentioned, due to the multiple halts, selling off. So all these stocks just making big moves to make money because it is Friday. So the weekend's coming up. So they try to maximize as much as possible. So AGE, GMBL, SNOA, huge movers for today, but they all had multiple halts. Therefore, it created a lot of selling pressure, and that just determines for the sell-off for us today. But of course, we can never find out when the peak reaches until we start seeing a huge red bar. So we see our red bar over here, but we have to wait for confirmation. And this huge red bar for AGE was the confirmation. At GMBL, we had a red bar over here, but once we see another huge red bar, that's the confirmation for it to selling off. And then same thing with SNOA. We had a huge red bar here, and it got halted. I was expecting for it to like sell off, but rather than doing that, it just continued spiking up, and then it hit hit a high of $19.60. Then we had a red bar, but we have to wait for the confirmation red bar, and this was it right here. So, but from there, it just for the rest of the day, it's going to continue selling off unless it makes a reversal. Maybe the 50 SMA is a strong reversal for it to help them out, or it can bounce off from this support at 1580 over here. So we'll see how this goes for the rest of the day. One big watcher that I want to watch was Party City, but it's making a reversal now. So let's see how this actually goes. So let me do the call for $2. There it goes. Oops. So the call for $2, same thing. There's not much going on. It was at a cent over here. So it's just fluctuating as well. So I think the $1.50. Not even the $1.50 has any momentum. There's not much interest there. So I'm probably gonna check the $1. So the $1 has more momentum into it, but we'll see how the stock behaves for the rest of the day. I mean, my contract is not until June 19th, so I still have some time for me to hold it. So we'll see how this behaves. I'm gonna cancel this alert and set a new one over here above $1.55 if it wants to get up there. And if it does, right now it's at 10 cents. Oh, actually 13 cents. It's close to 13 cents right now, but hopefully it doesn't make a reversal. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed. Just looking at the chart for it, there was just a huge gap that it had. So looking at its previous days, gap downs, it doesn't fill the gaps. They had one over here, it didn't fill this one. It had two, so it's like a 50-50 chance of filling the gaps below, but it doesn't have any gap ups, and it looks like they don't get filled. So I don't think this one's gonna get filled. But unless again Monday it could. So I have until June 19th for me to get out of this contract. So we'll see how it goes from there, or we'll see how it gets to Monday. So just playing the patience game. But and that's it for today's live stream. Just a lot of hot stocks for today, 3 of them to be exact. So I have to add them to the list for today. So they were AGE, GMBL, and of course the big one that I mentioned was the SNOA. And then stocks that did fail were CIDM, I thought I was gonna make a move. FIO, FIO, CIDM, and I'll try to see how the rest of the day goes so I can add more stocks for me to review, for me to check them out, how they behave, and then take some screenshots, which I definitely recommend for you to take some screenshots so that we can reflect back and be like, oh, this is how this stock behaved on this day. So I'm gonna cut the live stream right there. It's Friday. I usually don't trade on Fridays unless I see some type of opportunity. I thought I was gonna see the opportunity for Party City, but I got in just at the right time, and then the price of the put, it's just fluctuating a lot, like crazy. But it's range trading between 20 cents and then 15 cents per contract. So we'll see how the stock behaves for the rest of the day. I got my alerts on. So but that is it for today's live stream. Any questions, comments, concerns, you guys let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely respond to your comments. And yeah, that's it for today. So I hope I'll see you guys on Monday at 5:55 a.m. for another live trading week, and then on Monday it's gonna be June 1st, so almost closer. Getting closer to the summer days. So be ready for some slower markets. But I'll see you guys on Monday, 5:55 a.m. sharp. Have a great day.